So here's the deck that I am looking at playing. It is a very much an aggro deck. Essentially, what it's doing is using um, your one drops like a Fervent Champion, who is frigging busted as soon as you get another Knight out. Knight of the Ebon Legion, who is still one of the best one drops in Standard. um, Using a bunch of Knight tribal synergies, so Black Lance Paragon to get Death Touch and Lifelink, the Rimrock Knight to get a little bit of like pump spells in, Inspiring Veteran again to pump up your dude, Steel Claw Lance because it costs nothing to equip it to a Knight, and absolutely nothing to equip it to Fervent Champion. Acclaimed Contender, which is super, super solid in this deck because 90% of your creatures are Knights. Rotting Regisaur and Embercleave, so this is basically the big 1-2 punch of the deck. Because if you can swing with a Rotting Regisaur, I mean a 7-6 for 3 is busted to begin with, but then turn around and give it Double Strike and Trample, it's just gross. The mana base is a little messed up because you have to have, so many shock lands. Tournament grounds are actually pretty good because you're doing Knight and equipment, but, 4 Sacred Foundries, 4 Blood Crypts, 4 Godless Shrines, 3 Swamps, 5 Mountains is what I'm running in the main deck. The sideboard is just to get rid of other people's stuff. So other aggro decks is great. Noxious Grasp against Green-White or Bant. And Rats the Rampage to kind of deal with problematic planeswalkers. And Chance for Glory is kind of a funny one to throw in there because it either A, gives your creatures indestructible if they try to board wipe, and B, gives you an extra turn to try to win if you were looking at, possibly getting completely destroyed. I don't know if the sideboard's going to stay that way. I might change some things, but, just removal spells are great. And then that is it. I'm playing in best of 1 right now. I might jump over to best of 3 at some point, but just to kind of get an idea of the deck, I kind of wanted to just go best of 1. So let's see what happens. I definitely am enjoying it. There's games where you dump a couple of, or you just dunk on people because they're not expecting you to flash in a 6-drop. I feel like I'm gonna keep this, even though I'm feeling really, really bad about the first game, but we'll see. All right, not as bad as I thought. So, go punch, get as much damage in as quickly as possible. Because turn 2 Fervent Champion 2 is still pretty good. And we're playing against a food deck, so I feel like I ought to. I feel like I gotta go Fervent Champion again. Swing, because they both trigger their abilities. And then, I'm not sure if I'm going to go Acclaimed Contender. I think Inspiring Champion makes the most sense. But we'll kind of see how that. We're definitely in the food. Holy crap. We're definitely playing against the food deck, so. I think that's just going to enter tapped, and I'm going to play out 2 of those. So, even without equipment out, like, these guys just destroy. The Fervent Champion with the Inspiring Veteran is just all the combo.
The brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out lies. Surely
need a
you see the
3/3.
humor here.
Like turning. See, and then this happens. So that's 3. I have 3 mana out. So I think what I do is just swing an Embercleave. I think I swing with everything. Just forget Oko because we're playing best of 1. And I just want to get that damage in. And I'm going to make him think that I haven't really paid attention and just give those guys the +1s, because then maybe he'll block the Inspiring Veteran. Because I'm just forcing blocks right now. I will take that, and I will go get a swamp. Because the worst thing that happens is now I've got Rotting Regisaur. Because Embercleave is pretty damn disgusting. And he basically has to get rid of Embercleave and give me a 3/3.
Let's broaden your existence.
Rather than using his, abilities to create more food. Because I can easily go. I don't know if I feel like I should drop a Rotting Regisaur. I don't feel like I should. I feel like I want to be able to. So I'm not even going to bother to swing this turn. I might actually just poke with the Ember Oak. Well, I guess it forces him to... No. I'm gonna make him block, because it just saves me from... And right now, I actually think this is going to turn out poorly for me, because he's kind of stabilized, and I've drawn no other big dudes, so...
vanished.
Kind of makes it for me, depending on what he decides to do. He's tapped out, so I feel like yep, he's tapped out, so that means that I win no matter which way this goes. So I think I go like this. I'm just kind of surprised that he did that, because he's going to block over here. And then I'm going to flash in Embercleave, because gross. And game one. I mean, it's just a bonkers deck. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm going to try one more before I call the video, but I can't really complain about anything there. I know it's pretty cheesy of a deck. I'm gonna see if there's any other ways that I can like super abuse Embercleave, because I didn't realize the craziness that it gives you. Just that ability to swing out with a big ol' army and completely ruin people. I mean, I think I keep this one too, cause gross. So I'm gonna keep it and throw one off. Sorry about that. Thought I'd turned and realized the volume had been turned up. Alright, we're gonna tournament rounds into Edit Legion, because that's the best way to start the day. Then I feel like it's Fervent Champion. And then dash for 3. I mean, I draw mana, and I get to Evercleave. And he can't block. So it sucks that I didn't draw a land, which I really needed. But I mean, I draw land this turn, and I can play him for 3. Unless he kills a dude, which would kind of make sense right now. Because if he lets me swing with 3 guys out there, I literally need one other land. Yeah, you can have your two damage. This card is really good though. The human knight is. And there it is. So we're going to I'm not sure if I should. Yeah, because if I get multiple Ember Thieves out, oh, it's a legendary artifact, so I'm stupid is what it is. I feel like the smartest thing to do is to turn sideways. And then we'll give the plus to him. mean, there's no good blocks for him right now. Because he blocks the Blacklands Paragon, I Embercleave it. He blocks the Knight of the Ebon Legion. So I think what happens is I flash this in for 3. I put it. So that's 6, 9, that's 8, 10. Because then I can just flip it over here. Good, take the other Embercleave. I mean, it seems kind of silly that you took an Embercleave because, you know, it doesn't really do anything for you now. I can just make him Spawn of Mayhem himself out. Essentially is what ends up happening. Unless he starts gaining life. Yeah, but you can't, So I swing this turn. Oh, shoot! I didn't read cards. I'm an idiot. I can't use... that's bad. Bad play is bad. Oh, and I didn't have another knight out. Holy moly, I just potatoed. Well, if I lose this game, it's on me. Not anything else. I mean, he's probably looking to swing right now, because that's what would make the most sense. But is he going to kill my dude? Because if he doesn't kill my dude... Okay. So that's game. Because... that gives him +1/+1, so that's 4. He doesn't have the mana to... So I just... Whip. And attack. Save from the stupid. I mean, that's what makes this deck, though, is the ability to, even after a terrible play by the person piloting it, still does that. As I swing my hands around and don't have a face cam or anything like that to even remotely tell you. Get. So this is going to be my last one that I'm going to do for this whole video, doodad. And then see what happens. I am not going to keep this. This is a bad hand, even though I got a bunch of good... This, on the other hand, is disgusting. Holy moly. Knight on 1. Knight champion on 2. Champion on 3. I mean, I get a land. I get a land. And it's Embercleave win by turn... I'm thinking 3? And it's the same dude that I just beat. So apparently we want to play another game. Or he'll just drop out. I hope he doesn't, because... it's... I mean... It's not a perfect deck. I mean, it's super easy to get land screwed with this deck. That was the one big loss that I've run into. But normally my favorite, turn 1 play is the Fervent Champion, just because Fervent Champion Smash is great. after this, or after I get done here, I'm going to have to look at the Dreadhorde champion, because I love the Dreadhorde champ. I think it's Dreadhorde champion, the 2-drop 1/1 zombie dude. Because if he's a knight, good night. Like, I'm on a build around, I'm like build just a red-black aggro deck around that. Because that's just a super fun card. This guy's either just not playing, or I don't want to get a win like this. Like, I don't like getting wins. I come into these things to play. But okay. Keep 6. Oh yeah, because I mulliganed once. So I think I drop. I don't know if I'm gonna regret this one, but we'll see. So that I just realized now that I need another red mana to get the Embercleave trigger, but we'll see how that ends up running. But needless to say, I think I'm going to be playing this deck for who knows how long. Like, I mean, it's gonna be a while, just because I'm having so much fun with it. And this guy's just not going to play. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna bug these gargoyles over here while this guy doesn't play. Pet the gargoyle, pet the gargoyle. Oh, gargoyle's angry at me. Didn't realize that was a thing. There was a lot of rare... I mean, it's a lot of rare and mythic cards, so it's a bit of a pain there, but I'll try one more. I'm going to try one more game. Hopefully I actually get an opponent, and that'll be the end of it. But the amount of fun that I have been having just throwing this deck around. So there's the chance for the Regisaur on 3. There's the Acclaimed Contender to possibly get the Embercleave. And there's turn 1 Smash. So I think I keep this, and the Steel Lance gets equipped to him for nothing. So I am not even afraid of taking shocks for 2 turns. Because turn 2 Steel Lance equipped for nothing is gross if this creature stays. If he shocks it, no judgment. Yep, paying that 2 life, I will get the Steel Claw Lance out and equip it to my boy. The only thing I'm not looking forward to right now is the fact that I didn't have a turn 2 play. But if I go into turn 3 Regi, if I get that land, I mean, granted, you know, I'm not super, you know, worried about the... That is not what I wanted. Well, okay, just go like this. really want, like, this would be the game to get, you know, to see how good this goes. But C'est la vie. I'm not. Oh, wait. We've got the friggin' bird, or we've got friggin' feather coming out. And there's turn 3 Regisaur. Into no attacks because I'm not going to be stupid. If you can't get rid of that right now, I win the game. Essentially. Because unless you have... What's the other card that I really wish he was a knight? Just because... I'll let you have that. I'm not stopping you. I'm gonna discard that guy. Yeah, I think this is a swing out. Okay. And then I get to do the Regisaurus Rex. Bah! 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 Yeah, I've really wanted to see that the whole time that I've made this deck. So that is the end of that shenanigans for at least this video. I mean, am I gonna probably play this a little longer? Yeah, but I hope you enjoyed and come back around again for some more madness as far as the old Magic goes. See ya.